What's the best way to share your awesome animation idea? How do you validate that it's good, that it has all the right elements? One of the cheapest ways of doing this is to write your idea as a movie script. A movie script looks like this. Obviously, you can use it for other purposes than just creating movies. For example, you can use it to make a tutorial on how to use an add-on for Blender. Where Fountain shines is that it uses a simple syntax to allow any text editor to become a scenario editor. You then use a Fountain application to turn that simple text into the nicely formatted document you saw earlier. The fact that it's a simple text with some very simple syntax rules make it very portable and very easy to share. With your first draft in hand, you are now ready to show it to your friends and colleagues. Let's assume that they are cautiously happy about the scenario and that they want to see more. This is where the Fountain Script add-on can help. It will look at all the elements inside that scenario and help you set up a nice storyboard with visuals. Show your friends that storyboard. They'll probably ask you to make changes to the script since they'll have ideas on how to make it better. Import the changes, improve your storyboard, repeat the cycle until everybody is happy. Eventually, you'll be ready to flesh out your story as a full Blender animation. The Fountain Script add-on can't help you with fleshing out your story, but it can help you to go from a Fountain Script to a storyboard. After you have installed the add-on, you can find it inside the toolbar under the animation section. Since it relies on a Fountain Script to be useful, let's open one. I'm going to add a text view by grabbing this handler and moving it a bit. Select the text view. Now I can load my script. Inside the add-on, I can now specify the script I just loaded. Once done, I can click on Import. Let's look at what happened by first looking at the timeline. It's now full of markers, and they were not added at random. The add-on assumes it takes you half a second to pronounce every word, and that every action phrase takes 1 second to execute. Obviously, it's an approximation that you can tweak afterwards. Inside the add-on section, you see that all scenes elements were added inside the list. The convention used by the script is section starts with S, actions with A, dialogue with D, and transition with T. Each sub-element is tied to a scene, and each appearance of it increments a counter. Selecting an element like S3D3 will move the current frame to that position and move the text cursor to that position. Enabling the show information allows you to see the Fountain elements as overlays. Obviously, it's not a storyboard without visual elements. Let's add some. I'd like to say I'm good at doodling. I'm not. Instead of you watching me painfully adding visual elements, let's speed things up and move forward in time. Now that I added some elements, let's do play to see if the introduction of this tutorial is okay. It's a good start, and if you viewed the tutorial up to this point, it was also a very effective introduction. At this stage, I'd record the audio and move the markers to help the animator know how much time they actually have to implement an action sequence or a dialogue. Once done, click on Sync Marker to update the timing on the Fountain elements. You might want people to edit the Fountain script and keep timing information. To do that, you simply click on Update Script. The Fountain script now contains the timing information. It is a bit ugly at this point, however, it's still legible. That information would not be shown when you generate a PDF for your script. However, if you regret adding the timing information inside the script, click on Clean Script. As you see, it's not hard to revert the change. There is one issue with this though. If you don't keep the timing information and do modification to the script, you might confuse the add-on when you click on Import. When you do import, if an element with the same name already exists, it's going to assume that it's going to use the timing information that's already present in the file. Therefore, inserting new elements can cause issues. So be aware of this. In the future, I might find a creative way of fixing timing issues. However, for that to happen, someone would need to go to the add-on repository in GitHub and raise an issue. At that point, we can discuss a good workflow for this type of timing issues. Who knows, maybe by the time you are watching this video, it's already fixed. In case you are wondering, the link to the GitHub repository is in the description of this video. I hope you'll enjoy this add-on and that it will simplify your life when you want to go from an idea to a full Blender animation.